be Bitcoin, whether it be Ethereum, whether it be Solana, anything crypto, I think. Sell, 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 sell. Help me here! I can't stop!
GM and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see from the chart here, straight away, Bitcoin is hurtling towards the bottom of the range here, as we've seen what's potentially a bit of a liquidation event. There seems to be a lot of selling going on in the market right now and some bad news as well. So typically markets do bottom on bad news. Whether we've had enough bad news or whether this was just the appetizer, we'll have to wait and see, but it kind of does feel like we are fast approaching what will be the bottom. 61.1, as you can see, spikes down to just below 61k, so 60,600 on some exchanges here. So generally Bitcoin has just been selling off like crazy here over this last week, and things haven't really given any real relief to the markets as of yet. So was this following news here starting to be priced in by people who were in the know? Maybe. Mt. Gox to distribute Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash repayments start in the beginning of July. So exchanges have been informed about this. So obviously some people would have been in the know. This is obviously dated today, June the 24th. And the trust is now going to start making repayments in Bitcoin, most notably to those who were creditors of Mt. Gox exchange. So we have a conclusion to one of the biggest events in crypto, the Mt. Gox hack. We know there's a lot of BTC that's going to be coming to individuals who haven't had access to it for like over a decade. So this is pretty incredible stuff, and obviously a big speed bump in the roadmap of crypto overall. So this is kind of one of the big storms that crypto has to pass, and it seems that this is now coming for us. So June 24th, they're going to start repayments, start of July, as it says, from the beginning of July 2024. And from the previous letter, I remember doing a video a couple months back, the previous letter said we would have all repayments done by October of 2024. So you can kind of see the window there. July through to October was their final end date that they were going to pursue for this all to be finalized by. How much Bitcoin has Mt. Gox got to distribute? It's around $8.8 billion here, as you can see. So a lot of holdings, 141,000 BTC. So a lot of money coming back to those traders. So this is why this morning we have Bitcoin. It was holding around 62.5. This news came out, bit slow to react, but then it obviously works its way through the media and then a big dump down here as markets react to this. So Mt. Gox selling is the major news story this morning. That is coupled with other bad news events we've had recently, with the German government selling some Bitcoins related to a movie piracy business over there that kind of paid the government off 50,000 Bitcoins back in like 2010 or 2013. And then they've been starting to dump them most recently. They've sold around this amount of Bitcoin, 15,000 of them, around $1 billion over last week. Then that again coupled with the negative news around ETF flows drying up and reversing. So last week was 17th, 18th day off. So pretty much 300 mil sold there, another 100, another 100. You're looking over $500 million. So you had $500 million exit via ETFs, $1 billion sold by the German government. So that's 1.5. And then the additional news here is that 8.8 potentially hitting the markets in like a fortnight's time. So pretty crazy to get all this bad news at once. So liquidation cascades are things to obviously be looking out for as price goes down. People who are leveraged may be forcibly closed. So this was a GCR classic. Liquidations are forced transfer of wealth from impoverished traders who need leverage to wealthy spot buyers. So what we have is now Bitcoin towards range lows, pretty much there. And then we have the total crypto market cap here now down towards the range lows, as you can see as well. So although it is highly doom and gloom, you don't want to be opening shorts at a range low. That is the area to obviously have a bid. Then if you're spot buying and for the long term, you're just bidding at significant levels and then hoping obviously that price goes your way. Or if you're trading it, you're looking for a reaction from those levels and price to at least bounce. So yeah, everything does look pretty bad. Even the crypto fear and greed has now come back down. It's just been like in greed mode for forever. But as Bitcoin has slid here, it has started to come back down. And this really does like reflect the Twitter sentiment. Twitter sentiment would be like -10 if I'd had to put a number on things here. And one thing we haven't got up is the RSI, but the RSI is actually more oversold now than it was back here. So that is a form of bullish divergence. So there is a little bit of hopium on here, but obviously we want to see at least 60K, big round number holds. Hopefully the bad news here can be a reversing point. But obviously it's hard to stay really positive when you're seeing price get smashed down day after day after day and the altcoins getting obliterated. So that is the major update for today. Sellers have found more coins via Mt. Gox repayments. Hope you enjoy this one. See you in the next one. Peace.